And welcome back to the Everyman Driver Car Cave alongside Alex Afreese. I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks so much for watching. Today, a closer look at the 2013 Mini Cooper S Paceman ALL4. This is one of many vehicles that we drove in Snoqualmie not too long ago at 2013 Mudfest at the Dirtfish Rally School. And when you say Paceman, you really don't think off-road rally car.
No, and you know what? It did okay. For that car not being an off-road car, I took it in conditions that are tougher than almost anybody would take them in the real world. I mean, so its off-road capabilities were proved. That being said, you know, I was not much of a fan of this car. I think you liked it, though.
I did like it. Yeah. It was one of my first vehicles that I drove. In fact, I've already posted on Everyman Driver a POV type of video, just strictly put the camera on it and just drove and put some music to it, no talking whatsoever, just to give you a perspective of what I was driving when I was driving that car through the muddy off-road course. And I've already had a comment, someone saying that's not really an off-road course, it was more like a dirt course.
Yeah, but there were some sections that were like deep mud and some pretty good sized puddles and, you know, some clearance involved. So that was a harder course perhaps than the camera could convey. A
lot of fun to drive though. It's a 6-speed manual transmission, turbocharged, direct injected 1.6 liter. It was a lot of fun to drive, in my opinion. Now, you had a chance to actually drive it as well. We put the microphone on you to give you a chance to describe what you felt during this drive.
Yeah, you're going to get to experience the wild blue yonder with me right now. All right, let's take this thing for a spin. We got a quick slalom course followed by some off-road stuff. Here we go. For being a car that theoretically you could take off-road, it's surprisingly nimble, although my judgment is probably skewed. I've been driving big SUVs all day, and this is the first thing resembling a car that I've gotten to take out. That sportiness comes with a price, though. The suspension is stiff and not really stiff in a good way. This is more a road car that can be taken off-road as opposed to the other way around. And the fact of the matter is there's nothing wrong with that. 95% of people are going to be on the road 95% of the time. So overall, I've got to say I'm pretty impressed with the Mini Paceman.
Feeling every single bump?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Although, again, I knew that we were going to. For what I was expecting and what this car was made for, This is really not bad. This is tougher off-road conditions than most people would ever experience in this car. It's handling it fine. And the other thing is, this has a panoramic roof. It's got seats that people can actually sit in the back. This car to me is still sort of gimmicky. It's still sort of circus sideshow with all the switches and everything else. But that being said, there's a lot of things about it that make this a neat and pretty compelling package. I certainly liked it more than I thought I was going to. Initially, I thought, why wouldn't somebody just buy a Mini Cooper? But after driving this, I can see where this would appeal to a wider audience and make the whole Mini experience a lot more accessible for a lot more people. G-Wagon. So now we're on just what most would consider your everyday fire roads. Now the Paceman will start to shine over the rest of its competition. We'll gun it here for a sec and let you see that it really is pretty fast. I think for a car this size, it's got a nice amount of power. Doesn't blow your underwear off of your body, rendering you helpless and naked, but it might cause you to take your shirt off.
So the MSRP on the 2013 Mini Cooper S Paceman ALL4 is $28,500, but this vehicle had everything you could possibly want. All the extras brought this thing up to $38,000, and that included the navigation package, premium package, which had, I guess, the panoramic sunroof, center armrest, park distance control. There's so many different things on here. I mean, anything you can think of, they put it in this car. And I actually kind of liked the instrument display and layout of the center console, but you, not so much.
Well, first of all, $38,000 I think for this car is asinine. I think it's way too much money for what you're getting.
It's a toy car. It's for fun.
It is. It's a toy car, but who wants to spend $38,000 on a toy car? I love Mini Coopers. I love Minis. I don't like big Minis. To me, this car is just, again, one of these weird tweeners. And, you know, a lot of the interior to me just was gimmicky. Some people like it. They find it cute. They find it funky. I just sort of found it gimmicky. I didn't find the interior quality to be particularly good. So I guess I get the appeal of this car. At the same time, it's certainly not for me.
It seemed pretty spacious. I mean, I think you made a comment about the sunroof.
It was more spacious on the inside than I would have thought from the outside. I will give it that. This is not a terrible car, but we're talking about $38,000. Yeah. This is a ton of money for this car. I don't think it's worth it.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our first impressions going off-road with the 2013 Mini Cooper S Paceman. I had a lot more fun with it than Alex did, but now you know, and maybe you can take a test drive yourself. Until next time, alongside Alex DeFries, I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks for watching Everyman Driver. We'll see you next time.